Okay, Lowe's 2618. This is a basement conversion for a laundry room and an area around I guess it's a downstairs den area. But we're going to put a refrigerator over here on the left-hand side of this wall, and we're going to have a sink and everything on the right-hand side. I've given you measurements from the left-hand wall to the center of those pipes. Those are stacked cold and hot, just like I show on the drawing, and the drain. So you can put those in your drawing to know for sure they're going to hit the center of your sink base. One of the things I measured on the refrigerator is it's 33 inches wide instead of being 36. So a 37-inch space is perfect for that, no problem. When I took a look at the length, this is an outside corner. See right there? That's an outside corner to that wall. So the length of your cabinets is about 1 inch from the end of that wall. So that's good. That's your countertop going to come out even with that. No problems here. The only thing we talked about a little bit on this one is the two wall 21s that are above the sink area. From a seated area over here near the fireplace or something, you're going to be able to look back and see the bottom of those cabinets are maple finish. I think he's looking at a gray cabinet, the Wexton or something like that. That being said, when we go to do this, the customer can either paint the bottom of that cabinet with a bonding primer and a paint to match the cabinet face, or we might have to order some skins or something to go on the bottom, because again, this is a very, very open area. And especially over here on this wall, that's an alcove wall on the left and right. The cabinets are just bases here, but there is one cabinet in the design that's over here on the top. It's only 18 inches tall. So literally you're going to see the maple bottom of that cabinet for sure as far as the interior of this. Now, one thing on this alcove to show you, the return length on this one over here is only 23.5. The return depth of this one over here is 23, okay? So what we can do is put our 24-inch deep cabinets in there, and we can set our filler back. In other words, the cabinet's gonna come to here. We can set our filler back here behind this at the edge of the cabinet, about a 1/4 inch behind, and then put a scribe molding even with the edge of the bead, because that's a metal bead edge. And that way we have a nice clean look. The countertop will come straight through. So right here, you're going to want to set your filler from the corner at about 23 inches from the wall. And over here, you're going to want to set your filler from the corner at about 22 inches from the wall, about 1 inch back from where it's actually there. Then the cabinets will just come on through the front. Countertop will have an edge. Now, because that countertop's going to be hanging out in the walk area, you definitely want to have some type of a radius corner here. You can just see a little kid running down through, smack their head on the edge of that. So want to make sure that corner of that stone has a very rounded corner edge on both sides, since it's sticking outside the alcove. Now walk over here with me to the laundry area. In the laundry area, we've got an L-shaped area. Back wall over here is a little bit longer than we thought. Back wall on the washer dryer area is actually a little shorter than we thought. Now, 60-inch space on the washer dryer is fine. We put a piece of tape on the wall right here. This is where the cabinets are going to come down to, which is about 3 inches lower than the deck lid of their washer and dryer actually opens to. But because the washer and dryer stick so far off the wall, the customer thinks that that'll be okay. So we're going to stick with the 30-inch cabinets here. Now, the corner when you had in your design was a diagonal corner cabinet. We talked about today that being possibly a voided corner cabinet, like a 13 by 13 voided corner. The reason is then we could get like 36, 36, 36 bigger cabinets across here. They don't worry so much about alignment. They're not worried about the end of the cabinets lining up with the end of the upper cabinets. They're worried about having as much storage space as they can in the laundry room. Well, in the design, there's an 1.5 inch filler everywhere between these, because you're trying to make up distance on that 120-inch wall. But if we actually take and go to the corner right here and we go like 13 by 13, then we can actually put cabinets across here that are all wall to wall to each other. Less fillers means more cabinet space as far as storage. And that corner piece would actually have a hole underneath there, like you say, a voided section, but it would also make the cabinet on the right-hand wall a much larger cabinet from the 21-inch one that's there. So again, just as an alternate drawing, something to look at, they would like to see that. Now, the other thing was here, the Lazy Susan. That Lazy Susan was going to make this be a 5-inch or 5.5 inch filler before the actual 18-inch pantry. If we actually put this again as a void corner, a 27 by 27 void corner with a 2x4 along the wall for the countertop to sit on, this becomes a much, much bigger cabinet here. Then we don't have the wasted 5-inch space. I think it was a base 15 is what's actually going to fit right here. And then on the other side, this would be a base 15 and like a drawer base 18, 33 inches of cabinet versus just the 24 that you had in the original. Lazy Susan cabinets are going to only be 27 inches round on the top, so they have all of the corners are wasted space anyway, voided space anyway. So this is something the customer would like to look at too, as far as maybe seeing if that corner cabinet can actually be a voided corner section and have bigger cabinets left and bigger cabinets right without having to have these big wide fillers used as spacers. Now the 18-inch linen that we've got here, this cabinet wall is a little bit longer than what we had on the plan. So we're just going to add that into the filler on the right-hand side, make that a little better as far as the opening of that door. But if you have any restrictor clips that you can add to this, that would be a good thing to add. Remember always, we're not going to do any moldings, but on the upper cabinets, it would look better to have scribe molding, especially up here, scribe molding, go across the top. The bottom of this soffit is 87 inches to the floor. So some type of a finished scribe or something across the top of the cabinets would make that transition look a lot nicer on the top. If not a finished scribe, then tall fillers. Take a tall filler, rip it in half to yield about 1 3/8 by 80 inches long or so, 82 inches long, and use that as a top cap molding just to sit on top. And that way the cabinets will have this something nice and flat at the top to combine those cabinets one to the other. There's a video that I showed him on our channel that actually shows that, where the cabinets are not just boxes hanging on the wall. They have a continuous block at the top or some kind of soffit or scribe molding across the top. If you have any questions about this, feel free to give me a call at 423-650-1051. Have a good day.